What's up guys, it's your boy Peacekeeper here, and I just wanted to start off this video with a big thank you to everyone who watched my last video and some of the shorts I uploaded recently. It isn't much, but you have no idea how much joy it brought me seeing me waking up in the morning and seeing a lot of comments on the previous video and people giving their own opinions. So again, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. So I made a community post where you could have voted if people wanted another Tarkov video or if they wanted something else, and 3 people voted, and 2 people wanted Tarkov and 1 other person didn't want Tarkov. But because I'm so wholesome and I'm so amazing, I'm gonna do a Tarkov video now, and then I have a couple of other non-Tarkov related videos coming out. I have a big video coming out pretty soon, and then I'm gonna do something else a little bit shorter, but you know. So sorry for the little rant, but let's continue to bash on Tarkov, the shittiest game ever. And welcome to even more problems with Tarkov, or problems with Tarkov part 2. In the last video I mentioned a bit about the general state of Tarkov, like how it's been for the past couple of years, but I didn't speak about how Tarkov is right now, like in its current state. What is it, patch 0.13 I think it is. I want to start off with one of the biggest issues, and that's the audio. There's a new audio in Tarkov right now that's called binaural audio or some shit like that, and not to mention that it drains your performance. At least for me, it drains the performance so fucking much. I lose about 40-50 FPS. I'm not even fucking kidding. I have some footage of where I played customs where there weren't even that many PMCs because it was fucking 10 or 15 minutes left of the raid. I was averaging about 30-40 FPS, bro. And I have a 3060. I'm a big flexer. I have the best fucking computer, you know. So I don't really have any experience with how the new audio is, because I can't play the fucking game with the new audio setting on. But when I have it turned off, I swear to God, the audio in this game, I don't know, maybe the setting fixes it, but without having it on, the audio is so dog shit for me. When I'm playing with my duo partner, 99% of the time, I'm thinking that an enemy is rushing towards me, but in reality, it's my duo partner that's right behind me, just running fucking 1 meter besides me. Unfortunately, I don't have this clip, but I remember this wipe when I was on interchange and was near the scav camp area. I was with my duo partner. I'm like, oh shit, I hear metal. He's right in front of me, alright? Yeah. And then I start hearing him from my right side. I'm like, how the fuck did he teleport to the right side? Then he apparently is on the left side. Okay, I'm like, okay, he must have run past something or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I hear him before I die behind me, and he shoots me in the fucking head. For a game like Tarkov to have shitty fucking audio, it's the worst thing possible. In a game where you're always trying to determine where your enemy is, it's really crucial to get those audio shit fixed. Because if you're inside of a building, it's really important for you to know if he's on the same level as you, or if he's on the second floor, third floor, or whatever, you know. I don't even want to know how the fucking audio is on interchange. I've only done a handful of PMC scav runs on interchange this wipe, and so I can't really say how good the audio is on interchange, but I've been mostly running customs and a little bit of reserve, and still I'm having so many fucking issues, especially in the dorms area and customs. The audio is pure dog shit. But there isn't only an audio issue on Tarkov. There's apparently a memory leak problem now with the game, that if you have a shitty, not shitty, but if you have low amount of RAM, apparently the game crashes. I know my duo partner has 16 gigs, so his game constantly crashes. One time we were trying to do a quest on customs, he disconnected 5 times. He even restarted his computer 2 times, thinking it was a problem on his end, but then he googled it, and apparently a Reddit thread came out that a lot of people are having the same issue as him. Again, I'm flexing here, but I have 32 gigs, so I haven't really encountered it, but I know it isn't the standard for normal gamers. 16 gigs should be enough for a video game, and me having 32 gigs, yeah, sure, I do it because of personal reasons, but I don't think anyone else should fucking need to buy another 16 gig or 32 gigs of RAM just to run Tarkov. It's insane. I have to admit, I forgot this in the last video, but Battle State have actually changed some of the quests in the game where you receive a different reward. Or I know recently I discovered from my duo partner that the secure file you get for skier on customs apparently can like change locations now. That it's not always in the same location, so it might be like on the left side of the card, or maybe on the right side, or maybe a different location entirely, which I do feel is good because it gives a bit of fresh air to the quest. Like, oh, you always know that the secure container is gonna spawn on the right side of the card, but now it can spawn in a variety of different locations, whatever, which I do feel is nice. But what is not nice is that they have changed the quest keys. So for example, the bronze pocket watch for, what is it, fucking scout, or I don't know what the fuck the quest is called, but apparently the key has a one-time use, so it's 1 out of 1 uses. It's no longer 40 out of 40 or like a fucking 100 of 100. It's just a 1 out of 1 use key. And I'm not quite sure why they did this, because it's really frustrating as it is to like have a quest key that's 40 out of 40 uses, because 99% of the time you're always gonna die when you're doing a quest. So for you to get a quest key that has a one-time use and you get that quest item and you die, oh, guess what, then you have to try to find the key. Or what they've made is they removed like most of the quest keys from the flea market, so now you have to find them, and if you don't, well, you're gonna be stuck on the quest for like fucking 20 years. And if they want to have the 1 out of 1 use keys for certain quests, that's fine, but at least have them on the flea market, because I know like the unknown key has like 100% spawn ratio, but some of the quest keys don't even have like a consistent spawn rate, so you can do like 100 raids and still not get the key, and you'll be stuck on this quest forever. I think what they're trying to do here is making the quests longer for players to finish, like, because most of the players will get like a 10 million rubles and just buy all the quest keys. So I think they're trying to like make the game a bit longer for more casual players by just removing it on the flea market, so you have to go into raid and try to find the key. But I feel it's a shitty change. Like I said briefly in my last video, is 90% of Tarkov players don't have the time to put in a full week's worth of work into a single game. Most players just have like maybe 4 hours or maybe even less per day to play the game, and in that time, what can you do? Maybe 4-5 raids at the maximum. And now imagine if you only can do 4 to 5 raids daily. If even that, not like some people can't even play the game daily, but let's just say hypothetically that a player spends 4 to 5 hours daily on Escape from Tarkov, right? The chances of them completing a single quest is highly unlikely, and before they even reach level 20, or even, God forbid, the Kappa quest where you get the Kappa container, they're already gonna wipe the game by the time a casual players even reaches somewhere near that quest. Speaking of removing items from the flea market, they've now removed most of the ammo, like really good ammo, like BP, I think it is, M8861A or whatever the fuck they're called. They removed it from the flea market and even from some traders. I know recently I spoke with my duo partner and he told me they moved like, I don't know if it was like AP or FMJ ammo for the UMP from loyalty level 2 Peacekeeper to loyalty level 4. In all my years of playing Tarkov, I've never once reached Peacekeeper max loyalty. Not only because his quests are fucking dog shit and annoying, he's really annoying to get rep with. And this motherfucker, most of his fucking quests are on Shoreline, and I hate that fucking map. I could probably do like a fucking 20-30 minute long video on why Shoreline and like probably Interchange is one of the worst maps ever. And another thing I forgot to mention in my previous video is that I don't know if it's like this for everybody else, but like at start of wipe, I think even now, like every time I'm trying to do a scav run, I have to wait approximately 15 minutes to just load into a raid. What has helped me is that I usually invite some random ass person into my group and then just cancel the invite, and apparently it puts me to like a group priority queue, which usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes, how it should be from the start, but it's still a fucking issue. At first, I didn't know the solution, so I was just waiting 15 minutes to just get into a single scav raid, you know. This also brings me to the server issues on Tarkov with the rubber banding, net workload, or whatever you fucking call it. And it's insane for me because every single wipe that Battlestate has done towards Tarkov, it's been the same issue where there's constant server loads, so nobody can even get into the game. if you do get into a game, it tells you to restart the game, then you have to be put in like a queue which you wait for like 30 minutes to up to an hour. And I don't understand how they have not yet learned their lesson, and where they generate a bunch of hype because, oh, Tarkov is wiping, you know, there's an event, Tarkov is wiping, so we need to get onto Tarkov. And every single time they hype it up, when wipe eventually starts, nobody can fucking play the game because the servers are so dog shit, and they never prepare for that. So they're like, oh, well, we're trying to fix the server issues, don't you worry, guys. And yeah, I think that's about all. Like, I've scurried through the patch notes, what I've played a bit of Tarkov since my last video, and this is like all the things I could have come up with that are still problems with Tarkov. And I've come to the conclusion where I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna quit Tarkov until eventually, like in 10 years time, they release the full game. Because I'm just so sick and tired of waiting for wipe, doing this, and always trying to adapt to the changes battle states are constantly making towards Tarkov. Like the hacker issue in Tarkov, that's also one thing that's really huge right now. I don't have the problem because I'm playing on, I don't know, I think I'm playing on Russian servers or something like that, so I don't get a lot of hackers. But people have like actually quit the game because they're like, yeah, I'm getting a hacker like every single raid I'm in. Like, as soon as I found something good, they're instantly just spawn in front of me and they're like, yeah, drop your shit or I'll fucking kill you. And that fucking ruins your gaming experience, you know, because, oh shit, I just found a GPU, and then a fucking hacker just comes on. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Otherwise, I'll just fucking kill you, and you lose all your shit. And what I don't understand, instead of trying to solve the issue with like the anti-cheat they have in the game, instead they're just doing things that fuck the normal players over instead of the hackers. Because what they do is like they added the not found in raid status and like some patch notes earlier where they could you had to extract with the items, you couldn't get a run through or anything. It was just because the hackers, I think, were like selling items on the flea market, or like I don't remember what the problem is, but it was something to do with hackers. And I'm pretty sure there's even like a service for hackers. They're like, oh yeah, if you just pay me like $20, I'll boost you up to level 40, no problem. Like, if you need to find any quest items, I'll be able to help you. Because what the cheats hackers use is like they cannot die, and also they have like, of course, wall hacks, aimbot and shit like that, but they also have a cheat where they can see the items. And I think how it works in Tarkov is that none of the items are like spawned into the area. As soon as you open a container or something, that's when the items spawn. And that's how the hackers are like instantly teleporting to you, because they got like their mini map or whatever, and they see, oh, this player Maftebear just opened a container containing a GPU. I need to teleport to him because I want that shit. But yeah, I think that's about does it. I want to thank everyone again for the support on the previous video. I hope you like this one. This one is a little bit shorter than the last one. It's because I didn't really have too many things to say. And I'm gonna be uploading a new video pretty soon, don't know yet when, and then there'll be a huge video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be on Metro 2033. So I hope everyone likes it. If not, then let me know. But take care, everyone, and I hope to see you on the next one. See ya.